Welcome to all of you. Now we'll move to the part 14 of the exercise 4D. Here we have root 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 root 2 equals 0. In this problem, in the question it has asked us to solve the given quadratic equation by completing the square, isn't it? Solve by completing the square. Now to solve the equation by completing the square, you please remember that the first term should have only x squared and not any other quotient be together with the first term. That means x squared should get rid of all those coefficients, and to get it, what you'll do, you will divide all the term by the quotient of the x square. Or to simplify this one, what we'll do, if you divide this whole thing by root 2, here we have x squared, root 2 has been cancelled, and here you have 3 by root 2, isn't it? And here 2 root 2 by root 2, you have only 2. So but this here denominator you have 3 by root 2. If you don't want that root 2 should be to be in denominator, what you'll do, you'll first of all you divide the whole thing by, or you multiply the whole thing by root 2. Here I've written on the right side, multiply the whole equation both sides by root 2. You multiply root 2 by root 2, you'll get root 2 square, then x square minus 3x multiply root 2, you'll have minus 3 root 2x, and then 2 root 2 multiply by root 2, you'll have 2, and then root 2 square, or 2 root 2 multiply root 2, isn't it? The next step, root 2 square is 2, that is 2x square minus 3 root 2x, and here also root 2 is root 2 square, and you will have to multiply 2. And then the next step, what you'll do, because you have to get rid of this quotient of x square, that means you will divide the whole thing by 2. You divide this by 2, this 2 get cancelled, you have only x square, then 3 root 2x divided by 2, you have 3 root 2x divided by 2x, and then this 2 multiply 2 divided by 2 get cancelled, you have only 2. On right side it is 0. Okay, now the next step is to transpose this constant to the right side. Yes, minus 2 will be plus 2. Now we have here in the left side we have x square minus 3 root 2 by 2x. On the right side we have 2, and then by following the method of solving such type of solving by using this method of completing the square, what you'll do, you'll take half of the quotient of x. What is quotient of x? Is 3 root 2 by 2. Half of that, what is half of that? Half of that is 3 root 2, 2 multiply 2 is 4. That means this half of the quotient of x, the square of that, you add to both the left and the right, isn't it? That is the procedure for doing. You have to take the half the value of this quotient of x and then square it, add to the left and the right side of the equation. Now we have x square in minus 3 root 2 by 2x, then you add by this half the quotient of x and square it. That means 3 root 2 by 4 square. On the right side also we have 2 plus the same thing, that is 2 root 2 by 4 square. And now the left hand side, once you have added by half the quotient of x square on that, on the left and right, this left side should always be in the identity of a minus b whole thing square. What is A? A is x. And what is B? B is 3 root 2 by 4 square. And on right side you will have 2, and then you square this one. 3 square, 3 multiply 3 is 9, and root 2 square you have 2, and 4 square it is 16. Now left side is same. 16 and 2 you can cancel by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 8s are 16. That means you will have on right side 2 plus 9 by 8. And then here left side is same. The right side you have to take the LCM of 2 below 2 is 1, 1 and 8 LCM is 8. 8 LCM divided by denominator is 1, 8 divided by 1 is 8, 8 multiply 2 is 16, and here 8 divided by 8 is 1, 1 multiply 9 is 9. That means 16 plus 9 is how much? 25 by 8. This is the right side. Now what will be the next step? The next step will be you have to multiply both sides by the power of 1 by 2. Multiply the power 1 by 2. Here we will get x minus 3 root 2 by 4. That means 1 by 2, 2 and 1 by 2 you will get only 1. That means you will get rid of this power of 2. But on the right side 25 by 8 power 2, what does it mean? It is square root of 25 by 8. Last class we have discussed with this. I have explained clearly with this. You just remember here that actually the actual method is to multiply with the power of half, but here simply you just follow that if you remove the square, the right side will become square root of the thing which is on the right side. And so when you take the square root, it should come with either plus or minus. One should be plus, the other should be minus. That means will be plus minus root over 25 by 8. Now root of 25 is how much? Root of 25 is 5 square is 25. That means square root of 25 will be 5, and square root of 8, well, the factor of 8 here 2, 2, 2. That means 2 square multiply 2. When the square root, this 2 you can take it outside. It can be taken out of the square root because it's having square. That means 2 root 2. Instead of root 8 we are getting 2 root 2. Now the next step will be you take this 3 root 2 which is minus to the right, it will be plus, and then plus minus with this 5 by 2 root 2. Once one you take with plus, the other we will take with minus. Okay, here in this step let us simplify this. This 5 by root 2 here I have written directly, but here on right side I have given the simplification of 5 by root 2. How we will simplify this one? By rationalizing the denominator. 5 by 2 root 2. To rationalize the denominator you have to multiply by root 2 both on the numerator and denominator. On multiplying with root 2 by root 2, 5 multiply root 2 or 5 multiply root 2 is 5 root 2, and then in the denominator you have 2, and then root 2 multiply root 2, you will get root 2 square, which is 2, which gives us 5 root 2 by 4. Okay, this 5 by 2 root 2 you can simply write as 5 root 2 by 4, which gives us the LCM of 4 and 4 is 4 itself. Now if you divide you will get 1. If you multiply you will get the same thing, that is 3 root 2 plus minus 5 root 2. Then one you take with plus sign, the other we take with minus sign. That means x will be 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2 by 4. The other will be with minus sign, and that is 3 root 2 minus 5 root 2 by 4. Now 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2 you will get how many root 2? You will get 8 root 2 by 4, and here 5 minus 3, there is 2 root 2, sign minus is greater, there is minus 2 root 2 by 4. On cancelling, 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are 4, that means we will get only 2 root 2 here. On the second value of x you will have cancelling 2 and 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, that means minus root 2 by 2. This is the value of x, or you can again simplify this, because this is the given in the as the answer in the question. This 2 by root 2, again you multiply by root 2 on both numerator and denominator. Root 2 multiply root 2, you will get root 2 square with this 2, and then by 2 root 2. On cancelling 2 numerator and 2 denominator, you have 1 by root 2, which is the answer. Okay, instead of writing minus 2 root 2, you can also write as minus 1 by root 2, or simply you can stop it here as this also is the correct answer, or you can again simplify this one to get minus 1 by root 2. Okay, it's clear to you? Now we move to the next, that is the number 6. The given equation here is root 2x square minus 3x minus 2 root 2 equals 0. Now to get rid of this root 2, what you'll do, you multiply whole thing, the whole of this equation, both the left and right, by root 2. Root 2x square divided by root 2, this means root 2 get cancelled, you have only x square, then 3 by root 2, and here 2 root 2 divided by root 2, you'll get only 2. Okay, now you take this to the right side, which gives us x square minus 3x by root 2 equal 2. Now here look for the coefficient of x. Always remember that we have to look for the coefficient of x square, half of that, and then square it, and that square should be added to the left and the right side. That is the procedure for doing. Okay, now look for the coefficient of x here. It is 3 by root 2. Now half of that, that's when you multiply by 1 by 2, will give us 313. 2 multiply root 2 is 2 root 2. Now square of this you add to both the left and the right. Here x square minus 3x by root 2 added by 3 root 2 square on the left, this 2 is there, plus 3 by 2 root 2 on the right side. You have added this and this term on the left and on the right side. Now once you added this thing, this left hand side should be in the form of a minus b whole square, because minus is there here in the middle, is a minus b whole square. So x minus 3 by 2 root 2 whole square on the right side is equal to 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, and root 2 square is 2. Left side is same. On the side you have 2, 9 by 4 multiply 2 is 8. Here also same. And now we have to take the LCM of 1 and 8, which is 8. 8 divided by 1 is 8. 8 multiply 2 is 16. And then here 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 multiply 9 is 9. Which will give us 16 plus 9, 25 by 8. Okay. Here is the is the same thing, but instead of multiplying root 2 both side, I've directly done dividing by root 2 on both side. So I am doing the same problem for this for by a different way of doing. Okay, now here you get 25 by 8. Okay, on taking this square to right, it will be plus minus root over 25 by 8. Now 25 square root of 25 is 5, and square root of 8 is 2 root 2. We have done it earlier also, I've shown you earlier also. X will be, take this to the right side, will be 3 by 2 root 2 plus minus 5 by 2 root 2. Okay, now here x, you take the one we take with plus, the other we take with minus. Then here x will be, this LCM will be the same, this and this will be 2 root 2. When you're dividing by the same value, it is 2 root 2 by 2 root 2, you will get 1. 1 multiply 3 is 3, and here also you will get 5. Same thing on the right side also, since the LCM is the same, you have 3 minus 5. Now 3 plus 5 is 8 by 2 root 2, and here 3 minus 5 is minus 2 by 2 root 2. Cancelling this 8 and 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2, that means you get 4 by root 2, and here cancelling this 2, you will get minus 1 by root 2. Okay, or here the answer is given to be this. It means this 4 by root 2, you rationalize this one. 4 by root 2, you multiply root 2 numerator and denominator, you'll have 4 root 2 by root 2 root 2 root 2 square, that is 2. Cancelling this 4 and 2, you'll get 2 root, you'll get this 2 root 2 minus 1 by 2. The same thing I've done for in a different way for the same problem, the problem number 6. In which way you want to follow, either the first one or the second one, the answer you will get the same thing. Okay, now the next on the number 7. Number 7 here is given to be, the given equation is root 3x square plus 10x plus 7 root 3 equal 0. Now to get rid of this root 3 here, what you'll do, you divide whole thing by root 3. You divide by here by root 3 can cancel, you have only x square. Here you divide by root 3, you cannot cancel it, therefore you will have 10 divided by root 3 x, and here if you divide by root 3 can cancel, you have only 7. Okay, you take this 7 on right side. The next step, you have to take right side, would give us this equation, and then the next step, you look for the quotient of x. What is quotient of x? 10 by root 3. Adding half the quotient of x and then square it, add to both sides. Adding both sides, half quotient of x and then square. Now what is the quotient of x here? 10 by root 3. 10 by root 3, multiply it by 1 by 2, you will get 5. 10 and 2 you get cancelled, 2 5 is 10, 2 1 is 2, that means you will get 5 by root 3. Now this 5 by root 3 you add to on both sides, that is on the left and on the right side. Here on the left you have x square plus 10 by root 3x, then you add with this square of this is 5 by root 3 square. On the right side we have minus 7, and then add with this 5 by root 3 square. Okay, now on the next step, this left hand side should be in the form of a plus b, because here a square plus twice a b plus b square, it will be a square plus twice a b plus b square, which is a plus b whole square. A is x and b is 5 by root 3. Okay, 5 by x plus 5 by root 3 whole square is equal to minus 7. 5 square is 25, root 3 square is 3. Left side is same. Here below 7 is 1, that is 3, and 1 LCM is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 multiply 7 is 21, that means you have minus 21, plus 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 multiplied 25 is 25. Now here plus minus is minus, 25 minus 21 is 4. Which sign is greater? It is plus, therefore you have 4 by 3. Now on removing this square, you will get plus minus root over of the thing which is on the right side, that is 4 by 3. Now x plus 5 by 3 will be plus minus square root of 3 is how much? Is 2, because 2 square is 4, therefore square root of 4 will be 2, and 3 there is no square root of root 3, therefore you will write as root 3 itself. The next will be, you take plus minus 2 by root 3, and this left hand side 5 by root 3, take to right side will be minus 5 by root 3. One value you take with plus, the other you take with minus, we mean 2 by root 3 minus 5 by root 3, and then minus 2 by root 3 minus 5 by root 3. Now root 3 is same thing. When you take LCM, you'll have root 3 as the LCM. Root 3 by root 3 is 1, 1 multiplied 2 is 2, minus same thing here also, root 3 by root 3 is 1, 1 multiplied 5 is 5. Here on the second value also, the LCM is root 3. When you divide, you will get 1, 1, you will get minus 2. Here also, when you divide the LCM by denominator, you will get 1, 1 multiply 5, you will get 5. Then 2 minus 5 or 5 minus 2 is 3. which sign is greater? It is minus. Therefore minus 3 by root 3, minus minus plus, 2 plus 5 is 7, that is minus 7 by root 3. Or here 3 by root 3, you can rationalize the denominator by multiplying both numerator and denominator by root 3. You will get minus 3 root 3 in the numerator, and denominator we have root 3 multiplied root 3, which is 3. On cancelling this 3 and 3, numerator and denominator, you will have only minus root 3, which give us x equal minus root 3, and second value is minus 7 by root 3 as the solution for this given equation. Okay, I think it's clear to you. Now we'll stop here and we'll continue it again on the next class.